The 2017 Dallas election scandal: how safeguards expose and prevent vote harvesting schemes. In a democracy, elections are the cornerstone of public trust and representation. Citizens must have confidence that their votes are counted accurately and that no one can manipulate the process for personal or political gain. Yet, from time to time, isolated incidents of election fraud remind us why strict safeguards are necessary. One such case occurred during the 2017 Dallas City Council election, when a local justice of the peace was convicted for her role in an organized vote harvesting scheme. This real-world example illustrates how electoral fraud can occur, and more importantly, how detection mechanisms such as signature verification, voter roll audits, and ballot tracking systems play a crucial role in exposing and preventing such crimes. The 2017 Dallas vote harvesting case. What happened? The Dallas case began when election officials noticed irregularities in absentee ballot applications. A pattern emerged. Multiple applications had similar handwriting and signatures that didn't match the registered voters. Upon investigation, authorities discovered that a local justice of the peace, along with others, had participated in a vote harvesting operation, a coordinated attempt to manipulate absentee ballots to influence the outcome of the city council race. This scheme involved signing other people's names on mail-in ballot applications and sending in ballots without voters' consent. In some cases, elderly or unaware voters were targeted, their ballots intercepted and filled out fraudulently. The scandal led to multiple indictments and convictions, including that of the Justice of the Peace, who was charged with falsifying ballot applications and tampering with mail-in votes. Understanding vote harvesting and its dangers. Vote harvesting, sometimes referred to as ballot collection abuse, occurs when individuals or groups collect absentee or mail-in ballots from voters, sometimes with the voter's permission, sometimes without, and submit them on their behalf. While in some states, limited ballot collection is legal, for example, allowing family members or caregivers to assist, illegal vote harvesting involves coercion, deception, or outright forgery. The Dallas case showed how this form of manipulation can exploit vulnerabilities in the voting process, especially when election offices rely on mailed applications and ballots. Fraudulent activities like these don't just impact one election. They erode public confidence, feeding false narratives that undermine faith in democracy. That's why detection systems are vital. They ensure that irregularities are caught early and investigated thoroughly. How detection safeguards caught the Dallas fraud. Despite the sophistication of the scheme, it didn't succeed undetected. Multiple security safeguards helped uncover the irregularities. 1. Signature verification systems. One of the most effective tools in modern election security is signature verification. Every absentee ballot and application must include the voter's signature, which is then compared to the one on file, usually from a voter registration form, driver's license, or ID card. In the Dallas case, election workers noticed mismatched signatures across several ballot applications. This triggered an internal review, leading to further scrutiny and eventually a criminal investigation. Signature verification remains one of the strongest defenses against mail-in ballot fraud because handwriting is unique and difficult to forge consistently. When discrepancies arise, officials can immediately isolate suspicious ballots for further review. 2. Public scrutiny and transparency of voter rolls. Another factor that played a key role in exposing the fraud was public oversight. Voter rolls, lists of registered voters, are subject to regular public review. Watchdog organizations, journalists, and even political campaigns often monitor these lists for unusual activity. In Dallas, irregularities in absentee voting patterns prompted questions from both citizens and local media. This public attention helped push officials to act quickly, ensuring that fraudulent ballots were removed and genuine votes were preserved. Public scrutiny adds an essential layer of accountability because the more transparent the process, the harder it becomes for bad actors to hide. 3. Cross-checking and audit systems. Election systems today employ powerful cross-checking tools to compare data across counties and even states. When multiple ballots appear to come from the same address or handwriting patterns repeat, automated systems flag the anomalies. In Dallas, investigators used such cross-checking tools to identify duplicate requests and forged signatures. These safeguards now exist in every state and are continuously improving with technology. Preventing future vote harvesting. Lessons from Dallas. The Dallas case offered critical lessons for election officials nationwide. It underscored the need for continuous improvement in security measures and the importance of proactive monitoring rather than reactive investigation. Here are several reforms and practices that have since strengthened mail-in voting security. 1. Enhanced voter verification protocols. States have implemented stricter ID requirements for absentee ballot applications. Some now require partial social security numbers or driver's license numbers, making it more difficult for imposters to submit fraudulent requests. 2. Ballot tracking technology. Modern ballot tracking systems allow voters to monitor every stage of their mail-in vote, from when the ballot is sent to when it is received and counted. Much like tracking a package online, this transparency reassures voters and helps detect lost or intercepted ballots early. 3. Training for election workers. The Dallas incident highlighted the importance of staff training. Election workers must be skilled in recognizing red flags like duplicate handwriting, inconsistent voter data, or unusual absentee ballot volumes. Continuous education ensures they can spot and report issues swiftly. 4. Collaboration with law enforcement. Stronger cooperation between election offices and law enforcement agencies allows for quicker investigations when suspicious activities are detected. In Dallas, this collaboration led to swift indictments and ultimately restored voter confidence. Cybersecurity, the new frontier of election integrity. While the Dallas case involved physical ballots and handwritten signatures, modern elections also face digital threats. Cyber attacks targeting voter databases or election software could disrupt systems or spread misinformation. To combat this, local governments now work closely with the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, to monitor threats in real time. Encryption, firewalls, and multi-factor authentication protect voter data, while regular penetration testing ensures vulnerabilities are identified before they can be exploited. Why election integrity depends on public trust. At its core, the Dallas case is not just a story about fraud, it's about trust. When voters believe the system is secure, they are more likely to participate. When they believe it's vulnerable, democracy weakens. That's why transparency and accountability must always go hand in hand with technology. Every citizen should have the ability to verify their vote, review the process, and hold officials accountable for maintaining fairness. Public confidence isn't built overnight. It's earned through consistent honesty, vigilance, and visible safeguards that ensure every legitimate vote counts. Conclusion: from scandal to strength. The 2017 Dallas City Council election scandal serves as a powerful reminder that even in well-structured democracies, vulnerabilities exist. But it also shows that when detection safeguards function properly, fraud is quickly identified, addressed, and punished. Systems such as signature verification, voter roll audits, ballot tracking, and cybersecurity protocols have made it increasingly difficult for fraudulent activities to go undetected. Moreover, continuous training and public involvement ensure that integrity remains at the heart of every election. Every fraudulent case that is caught and prosecuted sends a clear message. Election manipulation will not succeed in the face of transparency, technology, and vigilance. Through constant improvement and collective responsibility, we continue to protect the democratic process, one verified vote at a time.